Well, owning over 100 properties across the province is great. It does come with a lot of maintenance. Now, our volunteer stewardship program really helps us a lot, having stewards on these properties to do minor repairs and just checking on them to make sure everything's okay really helps us out. But every once in a while, you do need to do some major maintenance. And we're here on the Nevis property right now, and we needed to fix some fence. Now, we don't graze cattle here or anything else, but we've had a lot of problems here with illegal vehicle trespass, so we have to keep a fence up. So thanks to the minister's special license, we actually got a grant here to install some wildlife-friendly fencing. There's a lot of mule deer on this property, and they migrate a lot to the surrounding farmland, but they spend a lot of time on our property. That's kind of their core home range. So what this wildlife-friendly fencing allows them to do is we've set the bottom wire at 18 inches, so any of the smaller deer can crawl under it easily. We've set the top wire at 42 inches, so any of the bigger deer can jump over it. And as you can notice, the spacing's a little bit weird on this fence, but what that allows, if a deer happens to catch, or a moose or whatever, catches its back legs on this wire, it doesn't get wrapped around so easy and wrapped up in the fence. And you also notice we did 4 strands of smooth wire. So what this does, it just makes it a lot more friendly for the deer, the moose, whatever else has to cross this fence. So don't always like to have fences, but they are a necessity, and this was a great way. So, thanks to the minister's special license and the funds they provide to conservation projects, we were able to install this wildlife-friendly fencing here. And we're going to use this as a model, to show other conservation groups and to show our partners that this fencing can be friendly for wildlife. Proper management of these properties depends heavily on AFGA members, and we have established a volunteer stewardship program to ensure they are well looked after. Volunteer stewards conduct biannual inspections and assist habitat staff with maintenance and special projects. With such a large number of properties located right across the province, there's no way these properties could be properly cared for without the dedication of our volunteer stewards. The Pronghorn Corridor Enhancement Project is a joint initiative between the Alberta Fish and Game Association and the Alberta Conservation Association. We've worked together with private landowners in southern Alberta to remove fences that are barriers to pronghorn movement and to replace barbed wire with smooth wire on bottom strands to facilitate easier movement by antelope. This project is only made possible by the thousands of volunteer hours that AFGA members commit. In the past 6 years, hundreds of miles of fence have been made pronghorn friendly. With pronghorn at the northern extent of their range in Alberta, projects like this are more important than ever in ensuring the future of pronghorn in the province. Well, one thing you see a lot of in cattle country and antelope country are fences, and fences can be quite the barrier to pronghorn movement. So what you'll notice a lot down here where antelope hunting is there's actually smooth wire on the bottom of these fences, and it's set at 18 inches. Now, antelope rarely jump fences. Most of them won't. What they do is they crawl under, and they need about 16 inches to do that. So most of the landowners are pretty gracious to antelope down here and do set their bottom wire fairly high. But one of the problems with barbed wire, and if you ever shoot an antelope down in this country, you'll see they always have a lot of scratches on their back, and so they can get infection from that. They get hair loss, which doesn't help them in the wintertime. So the great thing about this smooth wire is they can just crawl under it, there's no damage, and they can crawl under the whole length of this fence. They don't have to go to established crossings. So, for predator avoidance and things like that, it's just a really good thing. And this is a project I've been really involved in. I help coordinate the smooth wire fencing project for the Alberta Fish and Game Association, and we get money from the Minister's Special License and from the Alberta Conservation Association, and we get time from a lot of volunteers. Just literally thousands of volunteer hours over the years have gone into making so many fences down in southern Alberta more pronghorn friendly. The other thing we've done is we've removed just a pile of page wire down here. There were some old sheep pens down here. Along the train tracks there was always page wire, and that page wire is a total impediment to pronghorn movement. So getting that down, getting some smooth wire in place just makes it easier when they're migrating, and in the end we get a lot more pronghorn in this country. So if you're an antelope hunter, or if you've ever thought about hunting antelope, you might get a little good karma. Come down, help us out on the antelope fencing project.